What is up, guys? Here inside of Roblox Blox Fruits. I haven't done a video on this game in a while, and I figured that I might as well see how Blox Fruit videos will do on the channel once again. Because last time I did it, I had a lot less subscribers, and yeah, thank you guys for subscribing over this time. But we're just gonna hop right into the video, and this video is going to be every single island in the first sea. Now, I don't play this game that much, so I only just got to the second sea. I somehow got lucky and got Venom from the Blox dealer's cousin, so we're doing pretty good. But we're just gonna hop right into this. So if you start off as a pirate, you will spawn here. If not, you will spawn over there across this island. Right over there, I'll show you really quick. It doesn't really matter which one you start at though, because both of the enemies there are the exact same level, and they give you, it's pretty similar experience and money, though I still would suggest being a pirate because later on in the game you will get more money for being a pirate, and it's just better overall to be a pirate. But yeah, if you choose to be a marine, you start over here. If you choose to be a pirate, you start over where we start the video. So you're going to grind here until you are about level 10. And if you want to know how to do that, you don't want to just kill these boys right here. As you can see, there's only 37 experience. You're gonna want to find the quest person in the marine island. He's over here. You just do the quest, you confirm it, and then now you kill them. And sure, you'll still get the exact same amount of experience for killing them, but when you kill 5 of them, you'll get 300 experience and $350. So you want to do that right off at the start. If you're over at the Pirate Island, it's over near one of the buildings. Again, just like over here, there is a huge landmark with the rocks and the exclamation point that will show you exactly where it is. You just want to find that, and then boom, that is where you have to go. Now, once you're about level 10, you're ready to journey over to the next islands, and you no longer have to grind over there. Now, after this first island, I'm not really going to cover how you should be farming the enemies for experience, because it should be pretty obvious. It's the exact same in every single area. You want to do the quest, complete the quest, reactivate the quest as soon as it's done, and then just keep going over and over like that. But now we have the jungle. You have 3 quests over here this time, and the quest giver is on this middle piece of rock right here. You have monkeys, gorillas, and the Gorilla King. The monkeys, level 10, you want to do that as soon as you get here. The gorillas are level 15, so as soon as you get to level 15, you want to do that. And the Gorilla King is level 20. I'll show you where all the mobs are. The monkeys are on the main islands right here, along with the Blox Fruit Dealer's cousins. You're going to want to keep in mind where this guy is, because you're going to have to go back to him a lot of times later in the game, because as of right now, you probably do not have a fruit, and that's where you're going to get your first fruit from if you are not lucky with spawns. But over to the side, near where the Blox Fruit cousin dealer guy is, there's smaller islands across a little bit of a river. You're going to go on that. On the left side, if you're starting over there, on the left side is the gorillas, and then on the right side is the Gorilla King, and boom, you'll eventually get past this section. Now you're on to the next area. Now this next area is a little bit far away, so if you probably still won't have a fruit, but at this point, once you get to the jungle, you should start saving up for a fruit. Yeah, they're gonna cost a lot. They're gonna cost like 30,000 before you get your first one, according to my calculations at least. Or if you want, you can just go over here, and yeah, there's a Blox Fruit dealer here, not the cousin, the actual dealer. So you're gonna talk to him, and he has certain fruits in stock. I wouldn't really suggest doing this though, because as you can see, Chop already costs 30,000, and that's one of the worst fruits. So you might as well just spin for a better one, unless you see one that's really good in stock. But again, you probably won't have enough for it. So like today, Light is available, but it's 650,000 dollars. So you're probably just going to get it from spinning before you do that, unless you're specifically grinding and you haven't gotten it just yet. But anyways, back to the main point. You're going to cross through this middle island, because this is not where the next island is. You're going to go to this island right here. This is the Pirate Islands. I believe that you are supposed to be about level 30 to 35 by the time that you get here, but I will have to check. So we're just going to go to the quest guide really quick. Pirate Adventure, Pirates. So yeah, you should be level 30 by the time that you get here. By this point, you should have or be very close to getting your Blox fruit. This guy, I don't think that he has a fruit, but I could be wrong. Something to note is that if you go to the docks, you go through the entrance, you walk up this staircase. Not only is there a diamond chest that spawns there's also a gold one that spawns up there. But over here, you can walk through this wall, and there's the dark step feature. You're not going to really be able to get this right now, but you'll be able to get it later. So keep that in mind. It costs a bit of money, though. I forget how much exactly, but it costs a bit of money. Anyways, our next destination is actually pretty much the closest we're ever going to be to it, and it's actually right over there, that desert island, right over there. This is where you should definitely have a fruit by now. If you don't have a fruit, then you've probably been spending your money on other things that you should not be buying, such as swords. Besides the katana / cutlass that you get in the first islands, because you can get one over there if you're in the marine or pirate islands. Besides those, you shouldn't really ever buy a sword. But yeah, so I forgot to mention on this one, but there is the pirates. They're on the front side of the islands, and then in the back is the brutes, and then on top of one of the buildings, this one right here, towards the middle, closest to the brutes though, there is the boss, being Bobby. Anyways, we're onto the desert island. We have the desert bandits. They're level 60, so you should be level 60 by the time that you get here. They're over there. And then the next guys, I forget what these are called, but they are called the Desert Officer. They're level 70. They're also over here. So yeah, there's no boss here, surprisingly. You'd think that like you'd be able to go inside like a secret room in the temple, which you can, but it's not like what you'd expect. If you take this chest, there's a hole in the ground, but if you go through, sure, you can get inside the pyramid, but there's not really anything in here. It's just a guy, and he's like, yo, I have stuff that you can sell, but it's not really worth it. And it's just a tiny part of the pyramid. It would be cool if they like had a boss arena inside of the pyramid. So devs, if you ever see this, maybe add that. Anyways, we are going to possibly the farthest away islands now, being the ice islands. Now, if you do need help finding this, there are maps on where the islands are at the starting sections, so you can just make a stop at either the pirate or the marine bases. We're going to go to the marine because if I remember correctly, it is on this side anyways. However, I could be remembering incorrectly. But I believe that it's right behind the jungle over there. But yeah, if you ever need to check where these first few islands are, then just go over to one of the bases. We are almost there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of water in between. I wish there wasn't as much space between the islands. Like, sure, it's cool to have the areas that you can go to with like boats and your flying abilities, but it gets so boring after a while. But oh, yep, there it is. So the ice island is right near the jungle islands. Currently, we are here. The jungle is right there, so we just need to go over this way. These islands are not on the map. However, they are on the map if there is one in the ice area, which I think there is, but I haven't been there in a while, so I honestly do not know. But you're just gonna want to go over to the jungle, back over to where the Gorilla King was. If you don't have a fruit by now, then you're really messing up somewhere. You should definitely stop to get a fruit. Even if you're just like not spending any money and just like server hopping to find fruits hidden around the map, you need a fruit by now. If you don't have a fruit, you're gonna struggle a lot with this. Yeah, swords and guns, they really shouldn't be your mains. You can use them to have combos and stuff, but they shouldn't really be your main attack. But yeah, over here we have the we have the new enemies. You have to be like level 90, I believe it is, to be over here. That's not the right guy. I think it's level 90. Oh wait, is that the right? Oh, that is the right guy. Yeah, you should be level 90 by the time that you get here. We have the Snow Bandits, the Snowmen, and the Yeti. So the Snow Bandits, they're level 90. So there's Snowmen, they're level 100, and the Yeti 110. Now by the time that you get out of here, you should be about level 120. This is the time when having a good fruit really helps as well. Now you're not just going to really be able to set for any fruit, like Bomb, Spike, all the starting ones. They're not going to cut it anymore. You're going to actually need to have a better fruit by now. We're going to go back to see if my theory was right about there being a map, and yep, it was. There's the map right there. So, again, if you ever need help, just go back to the map. As you can see, the next area is right there. It is the Dynasty-like area. There's a bunch of samurai people there, so I just call it the Dynasty area. I have to figure out how this map, I kind of don't understand this map, I'm not gonna lie. But we are right here as of currently, so we have to cross through the main islands, and then we have to go on the other side. So again, a pretty long trip to go through. So yeah, just if you don't have a flight ability by now as well, you're going to need that soon. But over there, you can kind of see it in the distance. It is it's right over there. In the meantime, we might as well talk about what fruits you should get rid of by now. The fruits that you should not have. Oh wait, that's the wrong island. The fruits that you should not have are like Spike, Bomb, like basically the starting 5 in the list. If you go to the Blox fruits dealer, you'll see where I mean that the fruits are. I am for some reason suddenly oh, there it is. Yeah. So it's a little bit to the right of where I originally said. I apologize for that. Again, I don't really hang out in the first sea a lot, and I don't hang out in this game a lot in general either. So I often forget where this stuff is. However, we finally found it. But yeah, you shouldn't have fruits that only have like 3 abilities by now. You should have at least 4 abilities. If you can get a 5th ability, amazing. Yeah, you just don't want bad fruits anymore. If you have light or like magma or stuff like that, then you should be pretty good for the most part of this journey. I got lucky and got venom right after I got light, so that was pretty nice for me. Though it did take a while to upgrade venom, so yeah, go figure. It's not really meant for the first sea. It's kind of overpowered here. But here we are, after a long journey. We are finally over to the area that we're supposed to be in. Unfortunately, I'm lagging, so my flight ability is not being the nicest to me right now. But yeah, here we are. We have some new enemies. There's also the first mini-boss that will spawn here, that we will be talking about right now. But we have the quest guy right here. We have the chief petty officers. Those are the minions right over there and over there. Then you have the vice admiral right over here. He's level 130. The minions are like 120, I think. We'll go check that out in a second. But yeah, you can kind of just cheat and get the boss stuck on the objects for like his base. It's not the best base design, to be honest, for him. But yeah, you can just do that. and yeah, you're pretty good. But yeah, there's two main things that happen here. Number one, if you go inside of this tower, you can get a cape, I believe it is. Question mark speak. Lol, dude, I just bought this black cape for 100k Robux from some kid. He said it boosts my attacks and stuff. Wanna buy it for 50,000, bro? Dude, fast, I gotta go church. But yeah, basically, this is a very good accessory for your level. I would suggest getting that as soon as you have enough money. Obviously, a better fruit like light or magma comes first. But then, as soon as you get that and you have enough spare money, definitely go for the black cape. Second thing that happens here is, I believe it's right about here, but a mini boss spawns. If he does spawn, do not fight him. He is way too strong for you. And then you'll have to, if you forgot to set your spawn point, you'll have to backtrack from like all the way across the map. But yeah, Whitebeard spawns here. He will basically one-shot you. But later on in the game, you want to go back to him so that way you can get the Percento V2. Yeah, my game is very much lagging. But that is this area. The next area that we need to go to is the Skylands area. So, yeah, we will be right back once we get there. Okay, guys, so we are here finally after a while. But there are multiple sections to this area. If you don't have a flying ability yet, I still don't know what you're doing. However, some of the best fruits, like Buddha, don't have flying. So yeah, if worst case comes to worst, then you're just gonna want to hop up these bridges. It's going to take a while, unless you have Mink. But yeah, eventually you will get up here to the Sky Bandits. They are level 150. Surprisingly, they are doing a great amount of damage to me. But yeah, you just wanna farm them a little bit, and then you're gonna go up here once you're high enough of a level. And right here are the Dark Masters. They're level 175. And then lastly, all the way up here, which is kind of inconvenient. I feel like the area should be where the Dark Masters are, and then the Dark Masters should be up here. But finally, all the way up here, we have the saves point, the shop, etc. stuff, the quests. This is where you get the Percento from, the Master Sword Dealer. You can get it there. It costs 1 million. I wouldn't really suggest getting it right away. There are much better things that you can do with your money. But yeah, so this is this area. Now you might be wondering, well, I see more clouds off in the distance, so why are we not going up there yet? Well, we will be going up there soon. Well, not really soon, but eventually. However, you are not high enough level for it yet. And yeah, you will get pounded if you go over there. So next island that we're going to is for level 200, and it is the prison / jail, whatever you want to call it. The Coliseum right there. That is not the island that we have to go to. It is that island's right over there. You probably can't see it anymore because I can't turn up my graphics or else my game will have a seizure. But over there, for a brief moment, there was a little castle thingy. You can go back in the video if you want, or you can just keep watching until I get there. But yeah, there it is. It's popping into view once again. It's near the Ice Islands. But yeah, it is your next spot, and we will be there in a moment. Okay, guys, so after a while, we are finally here. Pretty much. And yeah, everything is basically right out here. For some reason, there's a ship here. I guess someone else is here along with me. My game is still dying. It's not that good. But yeah, the quest guy is inside of here. He's the head jailer. We have the warden, chief warden, and then we have Swan. So the warden spawns here. Same thing with the chief warden. He also spawns here, unless they got their spawn positions moved. But I don't think that they did. I think that the other person here just killed them. And then inside of here is where the Swan spawns. Now over here, there's also another quest person. I don't know what the levels these are because these didn't used to be here, but it seems like these are a little bit lower of a level, as we can see over here. That the first quest is 220, but over here it's 190. So yeah, you can head over here if you want to just not face bosses all the time. So it's 190 and 210. So I guess if you want, you can farm over here before you go like to the bosses and stuff. But there's not really a point. You can kind of take the bosses already. So yeah, unless you're just used to Logia. But there is the Warden right there. So I guess they did change his spawn spots. So I'll actually have to find the new ones really quick. But there's the Warden. He's on the right side. I think that the Chief Warden should still be in the middle though, and then Swan also should still be inside of there though. So yeah. Anyways, we're going to the next island, which finally, we've passed it like 7 times. Finally, we're going to the Coliseum, which we just have to get all the way back over there again. Okay guys, so finally we are here, and there are only 2 enemies here again. We have the Toga Warrior. It is level 250, so yeah, be level 250 before you get here. And then we also have the Gladiator. He is level 275. Now, not only can you fight these guys, but if you want to fight people in the server, or just want to have a 1v1 with your friends, you can go inside of the Coliseum, and there are spots. You just need 2 people. One stands on this side, the other one stands on that side. And then, yeah, you are inside of a 1v1. It's pretty cool. And yeah, boom, you're inside of a 1v1. Anyways, that's really all that there is for that spot. But the next one that we have is the Magma Village. So we will be right back once we get to there. Alright guys, we are finally here. This is actually the island where I made my first Blox Fruits video ever. But yeah, here we are. It is the Magma Village. We have 3 types of enemies, actually, one of them being a boss, and 2 being minions. We have the Military Soldier, level 300. They are spawn over here. Something that you'll also notice is that these guys have enhancement or hockey, meaning that even if you have Logia, they will always be able to damage you. Now, obviously, Venom isn't Logia, so I can't really show it off. But yeah, if you have Logia, then these military soldiers without hockey on will have no effect against you. However, the ones that have hockey on will still be able to damage you, thus making them quite annoying to face off against. And then we have the next set of enemies. We have the military spies. Now, if I remember correctly, these guys can teleport, and they also have hockey. And I think that they all actually have hockey on. Either that or none of them have it on. I forget which way it is. But I do know that they do something interesting. So we're going to see that in a minute. But these guys are level 325. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They aren't doing their special move. Yep, there they go. So yeah, they can teleport to you. So again, annoying for Logia and just all other types of fruits in general. At least military spies, if you weren't Logia, you were already used to this. So it was really just like extra damage and stuff. But now, even if you're not Logia, now when you just try to jump up into the air and then spam down on them, now they just teleport back up to you and then just hit you down. So you can't really do that anymore, and now you actually have to like run away and stuff. But inside of the volcano, we have the boss right here, please stop moving, sir. The Magma Admiral. He is level 350. But yeah, you just want to kill him. He spawns every so often. He has a few moves. Like all bosses, he can hit through Logia. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, we're going to the next islands now, because we are done with this one. Also, I did forget to mention, the Magma Village is right near the Samurai Islands one, so yeah, just heads up on that. Also, the next area that we have to go to, because I also forgot to say that, the next area that we have to go to is the underwater city. Alright guys, we are basically here. as of right now, at the underwater city. Now it's between the ice islands and the castle island area. Yeah, just keep that in mind if you're trying to find it and are having difficulties. But you should just see 3 random islands out here with a dock against one of them. We have the boat shops and then the spawn point person. And then you're just going to hop inside of this portal right here. And yeah, boom, you're inside of this area. The set spawn area is outside of the portal, though, so just keep that in mind. The first enemy we have is the Fishman Warrior. He's level 375. And then over here, we have the person. Whoa. But we have, oh, I didn't mean to do that, sir. We have the Fishman Commando. And I accidentally killed him. I am, if you are watching that, I dearly apologize. I didn't mean to kill you, but Venom has splash damage, so yeah, I kind of hit you on accident. But then we have the boss, who has not spawned. Amazing. Anyways, we can just go to the quest guy to see what level he is. So Poseidon, please come here, or Neptune. Yeah, we have the Fishman Lord. He's level 425. Because if you guys didn't know, oh, there he is. Quest levels are always exactly or about the boss level. So as you can see, yep, he's level 425. Now this is actually one of the only bosses that's that has 2 forms, as far as I know at least. But yeah, in this first form, all he does is he really just uses his staff to teleport around and stuff. It's not really that strong, but once you get him down to low health, he regenerates all of his health instantly, and his appearance changes. He then has like a little barrier attack, as you just saw there, and he still has his hook attack. Now, whatever you do, don't get hit by that hook attack, because that hook attack does a ton, and I mean a ton of damage. So yeah, just don't get hit by it. But yep, eventually you will kill him. Oh, and hi person. I don't want to really kill you unless you start attacking me, so I'm just gonna leave. But yeah, that is the underwater city. Now we're on to the second to last area for yeah, this sea. Technically it's made of 3 different areas though, and you guessed it, it is the Skylands again. So we will be back once we get there. Okay guys, so we are back at Skylands, but this time you actually kind of need a flying ability. I don't know why they designed it like that, but it's physically impossible to get to this new area if you don't have a flying ability, as far as I know at least. You might be able to like spam jump teleport up there. I mean, technically you can spam jump up there, but for the next part you really can't. But as you can see, it's kind of a pain to do. So like you can get up there without a flying ability, but it's just like why wouldn't you? By this time you probably have a flying ability as well, so you might as well just use it. Anyways, we have the God's Guard. He is level 450, and then we have this guy right here. Please select the quest. God's Guard, Shonda, and the Whisper. So yeah, this is the first area. The second area is all the way up there. So this area I'm basically absolutely completely sure that you can't get here without a flying ability, unless there's some like teleportation that you're supposed to do on that island, which honestly there probably is. I just always flew up here. I couldn't find the teleport if there was a teleport, so I do apologize if there is one and I'm just not seeing it. If there is one though, and you do know about it, then just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll try to pin it. Whoever's first, I'll try to pin it. Yeah, it has to actually be true. I won't just pin it if it's fake. Yeah, this is very unfortunate. I don't have enough stamina or energy to fly. So yeah, we lost a little bit of ground there. So, the faster flight you have, the better. If you have light troop and you have light flight, then this is gonna be easy. It's not gonna be a problem. But if you have a kind of slow flight, such as Venom, then yeah, it's gonna take a while. But you're finally gonna get up here, and this is where you have to. Oh, nope, this is not where you have to be. You have to be down here on this island. You'll be here next. but as of right now, we're not going there. But then we have, over here, we have the Shonda, level 475. Now what I love about this is that they know that this is way too hard to do, so they put the set spawn point and the quest giver up here as well. I'm very grateful for that. It would be a chore if you had to go all the way back down every single time. But yeah, Whisper, or not Whisper, the God's Guard guys are down there. Shonda is up here. And on the other side of this, we have Whisper. If you get lucky, he drops something. I forget what that something is. Yep, it's the bazooka. Okay, I was gonna say, I think it's the bazooka, but he didn't have a bazooka, so I was like, I don't know if it's a bazooka. But, yeah, basically, he launches missiles at you. You get this if you kill him, and get lucky. I forget, I don't know what the exact chances are. It could be like 20%, it could be like under 10%, it could be 1%. I will never know. But yeah, eventually you'll kill him. He does take a while, even with Venom. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't get a dupe of it. But yeah, eventually, you will get done with this section. You'll be level 525, I believe it is. And then you'll be able to go up here. And up here, we have a much easier spot for grinding. The Gunfall Adventurers up here. We have the Royal Squad, level 525, so it was correct. The Royal Soldier, level 550. And the Thunder God, level 575. The Royal Squad right here. These are the guys that are super easy to farm, especially if you have explosion-based attacks. We have the Royal Soldiers right here. And then over here, we have Thunder God. He didn't spawn, just like every other boss so far. But he spawns like right here in this little area. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And then once you get done with this area, you have one final island until you finally are done with the first sea. I'm not gonna lie, that the first sea is very boring. I've been in the second sea for 83 levels, and I can already tell you it's a lot more fun. But yeah, finally, we're done. I'm just gonna reset because I don't feel like going all the way over to the next area, and my spawn point will actually be closer. So we're going to do a tactical reset like that, and then yeah, we are looking for Fountain. There it is, Fountain City. You see it all the time because it's the biggest island by far. But yeah, here it is. Now, the only problem that I have with Fountain City is it's a chore to farm because all of the enemies are so spread apart. However, once you get to the second enemy type, it's not as bad, and the boss gives you a lot of experience, but the first enemy type is just super painful to grind. So, if you want to, I would actually maybe suggest just farming the first area until you're level 650 instead of 625. Because yeah, then if you farm to level 650, sure, it'll take a lot longer, but yeah, then you won't have to deal with the pain that is trying to farm this first enemy, because you'll see in a moment, it's spread apart at a ridiculous rate. But yeah, here we are, Fountain City, last area. We have, right here, the most annoying enemy by far, the Galley Pirate, level 625. So I'll show you. It's split up in groups of 4, which wouldn't be all that bad. If we go to the quest giver, it's 8 Galley Pirates, so it wouldn't really be that bad. It's just 2 sets of 4. But the spawns are so spread apart. This is the first spawn. This is the second spawn. Technically, he spawns up here, but he was already led over here. So, he's going to be all the way over here. This one's going to be over here. This one right there spawns there. And this one spawns right there. So what you have to do is hit this one, then go around, hit this one, then hit this one. He would be there, but he's already there. And then you need to go back across, hit this one, and then pray that they're all still following you. I'm lagging, so I'm stuck in midair. Oh, and they have ranged attacks with pretty decent knockback. But yeah, now if they got stuck on anything over there, then you have to go all the way back. Then they'll probably start following you again, all the way back, and then you'll have to do it again. It's by far the most annoying spot to grind. Now the boss is right here, so I'm actually going to cover it before the second enemy. It's Cyborg, level 675. He gives you a pretty good amount of experience, but he is kind of difficult to beat. I'm going to be honest. he has a missile spam attack where it's like Wisp, except he keeps spamming the missiles. It's like 17 missiles. He's going to do it, but since I'm in the air, it was very ineffective. I'm not gonna really kill him because we're gonna be here all day if I do. He got stuck there for a moment. That's Cyborg. He's level 675. And then, lastly, over here, we have the level 650 enemies. The galley captains. These guys are a lot less annoying to farm because it's just a rectangle pattern. So what you can do is you can just stand here, bop, bop, and then bop, and then by the time that you do that, this one will already be following you. So then you just have to lead them across to one side, and then boom, you can farm it easily. What is annoying though is that it's 9 that you have to kill. So it's like you're setting them up in sets of 4, but then you're telling me that I have to wait a full extra time just to kill one more, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it's fine. With a very good placement for farming, it does have to have some annoying part to it. But yeah, if we go over here, Galley Captain, defeat 9. Very annoying. Anyways, once you have finally gotten to level 700, the game won't tell you that you have to do something, but you do have to do something. However, we'll cover that in a future video because it's kind of like a quest. It's not that long of a quest, but still, this video is going on for a very long time. So if you guys want to see that, then make sure to let me know down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed or this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, or you want to see some more Roblox, Blox Fruits, or if you just want to recommend games for me down below in the comments. And everybody, I will see you in the next episode.